actually Heartbeat. It's a cool name for the channel, I think. Heart emoji to the title, poetic and emotional, if you know what I mean. Lots of scenes with motorcycle, lots of scenes with birds on Kintai, museum. The parts of your house that you haven't shown me yet. Argentina, wonderful country. Every time I visited, it's always love. Each and every video is like a child to me. I could leave the keys inside my bike and just leave it for a few hours, and you have to rearrange everything, act very fast, think fast, because right now I don't know if the camera will catch them. Shooting videos all the time, almost 7 days a week. If you passionately do something that you love, people will appreciate that. Each and every single person I meet is my teacher. My younger self will be shocked of my life now. Absolutely fantastic place where your jaw like drops like this. I want you just to feel happy. After watching my videos, I want you to feel a little, just 1% happier than you were before. Hey guys, welcome back to Evgeny's Heartbeat YouTube channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Evgeny, and on this channel, Evgeny's Heartbeat, I make cinematic travel vlogs, music-driven videos, and also poetic short films, mostly dedicated to Chile and Latin America. Today I picked this special spot. It's Caleta Portales in La Torreiza, Chile, a very famous fishing port. Actually, after recording this video, I'm going to buy some fish to cook tonight's dinner for my family, and I decided to pick this very spot to answer all the questions that I have accumulated for more than a year here on Evgeny's Heartbeat YouTube channel. Some questions one of my very first subscribers asked me, and I realized just a few days ago that I never actually answered them, and today I want to like remedy this thing. I want to answer everything. Maybe I might forget something. I have a list of questions. Some of them are like generalized and accumulated, are constructed from 2 or 3 questions, because, well, lots of people have been asking actually quite the same things, and so I hope it's going to be cool. It's probably going to be a pretty long video. I don't know. I have a list of questions and I categorize them in separate categories, and I hope it's going to be cool, because I have prepared the questions, but of course not the answers. So let's take a sip of this wonderful tea and start. So the first category of questions is called about the channel and filmmaking, and the first question is obvious. To start this Q&A thing with. What inspired you to start Evgeny's Heartbeat? Actually, it's a pretty difficult thing to answer. There have been so many things. First of all, for those of you who don't know me, my past, I'm a professional actor, and I've been living in Chile for the last 3 years, even more now, and I have come to the understanding that I was really tired of being not in control of the situation of my own life, especially of my working life. When you're an actor, you always expect someone to decide everything for you. You always expect to be selected for the project, and most of the times they never select you. Doesn't matter what talent you have, where you live, what documents you have. It's a very subjective business. I mean, like, objectively speaking, you might think, well, yeah, you're a fantastic actor, why you don't receive so many roles then? It's very kind of hard to say. Yeah, I of course used to have and still have sometimes projects every now and then, but it's not stable and it's not sustainable. And strategically speaking, I really tired of waiting for some casting director, producer, or my agent to pick me. You like recording a self-tape, then you wait for several days, they tell you, well, record something else, you record something else, then you say it's like a game. You finish the first round, then you go to the second round, the third round, and then the last round, pre-selection, then last round is called pre-selection, then it's like callback round, and only then it's like finalizing the casting. And I'm really tired of that, and I decided that I have to have something of my own. Yeah, so now I haven't like earned not a penny from this Evgeny's Habit YouTube channel thing. First of all, because I decided to make this channel to give you guys value, to show this beautiful country, Chile, and also all the Latin America, and to share with you some my reflections upon my life, some things about learning Spanish sometimes, and actually my opinion on different aspects of life in this atmosphere, sometimes riding my motorcycle, sometimes taking interviews from people who live here. And in this way, I decided that I could really open up my potential, and I think I did it fantastically. I mean, the results where I am now comparing to where I was a year ago is fantastic. I am really proud of myself, if I allowed to say that. But that's it. So the first reasonable and actual thing why I opened Evgeny's Heartbeat, because I wanted to have something on my own. I wanted to have my shooting, my filming thing always. I wanted to take control of my own life for the first time in my life. I mean, the true control, where I really am the head of my production, which Evgeny Heartbeat now is, I believe. Especially, I'm developing the channel towards the direction of cinematography, and it's very cool, I think. And yeah, that's why I opened the channel. If you are struggling in your life, if you're thinking that you have to have your thing of your own, you can also open up a YouTube channel or some other social network. It doesn't matter so far, and you're like sharing some value with your audience, and you're doing everything with your heart. Actually, Heartbeat, it's a cool name for the channel, I think. As long as you do it with your heart and put your love so into it, it's gonna be cool, and people will appreciate that. And I'm sure you will be a great boss to your own self, and a great person, all of you guys who are watching this. I'm sure, and I hope that if you have any struggles, if you have any fears, if you're not ready to start your own thing, I had the same doubts like you, trust me, I think you should take this risk. It's worth it. So I think that was a pretty detailed answer to the first question. Now, the second question: what does the name Evgeny's Heartbeat mean to you? Actually, I think I would expand this question, and how have I actually come by this Evgeny's Heartbeat name for the channel. Actually, I don't remember it exactly, but I spent like 4 or 5 days just choosing names for the channel, and the word Heartbeat, like out of the blue, came to my mind somehow. And I thought, well, I could combine my name, Evgeny. I wouldn't take my surname because there is nothing special about it. But I thought, if I take the word heartbeat, el latido de corazón in Spanish, in español, heartbeat, there is a certain vibe to it. It's like you're going to feel my vibe, the positivity that I am trying to shine upon you, and all this atmosphere that I try to transmit to you, to transfer to you from the place where I am. So all these positive vibes, my own vibes, I hope they are cool and positive. And there was a like stylish and atmospheric thing about it, and that's why I decided to stay with Evgeny's Heartbeat. And I think I never regretted it. It's a cool choice of words, especially recently I added like a heart emoji to the title of my channel. I think it's also cool. And I also now try to always finish the last frame of my videos with this heartbeat transition. It's actually a heart transferring and switching to the last frame, which is end screen, where you can watch the next videos that I suggest to you. So that's why and how Evgeny's Heartbeat came to life. Why do you always end your videos in a poetic or emotional way? To tell you the truth, I wouldn't separate these things here. It's actually almost in all these scenarios, in majority of them, it's both poetic and emotional, if you know what I mean. I don't know how I also came to it. It happened naturally. I developed my style, and I remember one of the first time when I actually did it was about Valparaiso video, which I shot not very far from here actually. It was a video dedicated to the La Playa bar, very legendary bar, and it's called like I visited the most legendary bar in Valparaiso, something like that. And towards the end of the video, I decided to shoot a sequence of beautiful videos with the birds flying in the port of Valparaiso, Caleta Portales. Actually, for those of you who don't know, Caleta Portales not only this place. Really, and frankly speaking, all the Valparaiso is located geographically in Caleta Portales. So, yeah, it's like a bay, big harbor for the city. And so, it like happened naturally. I didn't plan this thing to happen with intention. Now I'm doing it intentionally, of course. I liked it, and it's always cool like to show you the place where the major part of the video took its place, but then show you some angles, some views, some parts that you haven't seen, and aggregate it with music, accompanied by it, said better. Yeah, so I accompanied these last parts of videos with music, with me walking, watching birds, doing something, sometimes crazy maybe, and like I think it's has become like one of my stylish characteristic, one of the distinctive features of the channel, of which I'm pretty proud. So that's it. The next question: which of your videos are you most proud and why? Actually, I'm proud of many of my videos. Just take the last one, the video dedicated to Kintai. I have worked on that video for 2 weeks. I spent 5 shooting days only in Kintai. I spent like gasoline for 700 kilometers on my motorcycle, taking these 5 voyages there and back, and 5 whole days. Lots of scenes with motorcycle, lots of scenes with birds on Kintai Museum, this interview with this wonderful person, to which I'm very grateful that he allowed me to his house. The person's name is actually Eduardo, if I remember. If I am mistaken, Eduardo, if you're watching this video, I'm sorry for mispronouncing your name. I hope I will visit you one day, one more time, and maybe we could shoot the second part of this interview, the part of your house that you haven't shown me yet, and to my audience, to the audience of this channel. So yeah, that video I'm very proud of. All the vlogs actually, I'm very proud of the video of Machu Picchu. Actually, I'm proud of all the 3 videos in Peru. I like video of Valparaiso, La Playa bar, because it was one of the really first sophisticated in a way and really shining, brightening videos for the channel. Mendoza, yeah, of course, my Argentinian subscribers, people that I love. Argentina, wonderful country. Every time I visit it, it's always love, and it's always cool to spend time there. You have an absolutely wonderful country. Chile, Argentina, great countries. I love them so much. But I live in Chile, so Argentina is great, especially your food, your cuisine, and the restaurant Begalia in Mendoza. I think it's sort of the best pizza in the world, or one of the best pizza in the world. It's incredible. So yeah, of this, my first video in Mendoza, I'm very proud. It's now has almost 5,000 views. I guess it's been the hugest success on the channel, and for me it's cool. And well, yeah, I tried to put my heart and soul and maximum effort into each and every one of my videos. Each and every video is like a child to me, and that's why I try to give you guys my best and produce the best content possible, so that you would enjoy it and really get some value. And after a long day of work, if you're tired, you could watch my videos, enjoy, and see that life is a pretty beautiful thing. And you can relax sometimes and forget about your everyday routine. So, how do you plan your cinematic shots while traveling solo? And here I want to refer to my one of the very first subscriber on the channel, Soledad. Soledad, if you're watching this video, I want to thank you, as always I didn't before, for subscribing to my channel on the very first subscribers. And I remember you asked me about how come that I am not afraid to leave the camera very far from me and shoot these cinematographic shots, especially here in Valparaiso. It's a pretty dangerous place to do this. And this question also I've been asked many times after that, but Soledad was the first person to ask me, and I'm going to answer this question right now. So, as for the camera, actually, these days, after more than a year of this almost everyday experience shooting different scenes, I have found, I guess, a certain routine, certain way where I like observing place. I see that there are not many people here, or like this spot here, there are no people at all here. I like start to understand and know the place where I'm at better. Ideally, I'm doing some pre-shooting scenes, like in Kinsai. For the first day I just came there, I thought like, well, yeah, I can shoot here, there are people here, there are no risk, for example. There is no risk there. And for example, yeah, in Kintai, people are good people there, there are no criminals, and actually I could leave the keys inside my bike and just leave it for a few hours, and I knew I would come back and everything would be in place. It's very secure there, so depending on the place. As we're talking really about Valparaiso and leaving the camera, for example, 20 meters from you in Valparaiso, or 10 meters, yeah. Especially in the intersection on a very vivid and populated street, yeah. It's kinda every time my heart was beating very fast and everything turned to be great. I think anyways, well, the risk is not too big, it happens, but one more time, so many factors. Calculation of people where they are. If you really have time to shoot this scene now before and finish it before, that person there would come over here and theoretically try to steal the camera from you. So just experience and understanding where you are, the place, helps a lot. And how do I plan my cinematic shots? Differently. Sometimes it's pure improvisation. I still improvising pretty much these days, pretty a lot, and sometimes I'm thinking of some shots. For example, this sequence with motorcycle, where I switched from clutch to the transmission pedal, and then to the acceleration, to the gas, and then to my helmet, to the bike passing with a big speed in a beautiful place. Yeah, of these shots I thought for quite time. Actually, for 1 or 2 months really. I didn't just know where to apply this sequence, and I finally found the place for it, and it was Kinsai village, which was actually, I think, great and superb. And yeah, sometimes it's improvisation, sometimes it's careful planning, sometimes it's both. In most of cases it's both, because sometimes you think of something, but when you arrive at the place where you are, where you want to shoot, and then you see that the sun is in different direction, and then the place is not that beautiful as you might think it would be. Actually, in Chile it's not the case, because in Chile this country is so beautiful that each and almost every place, no, I think with no exception, each and every place I visit for the first time is always at least 2 or 3 times better and more beautiful than I actually thought it would be. So yeah, it's like not big deal here. I'm not even worried about that. Well, if I come to a place, there'll be nothing to shoot. No, anywhere here is fantastic, lovely country, wonderful people, and well, just fantastic, really. What can I tell you more? Okay. What's the hardest thing about filming on the road? Well, some of my subscribers asked me actually in real life conversation. Well, adjusting the cameras for this motorcycle scene in Kintai was actually pretty difficult. Lots of time I spent switching angles, choosing the best one, thinking how it would look like in the final montage of this scene, depending on the velocity of my vehicle and depending on the angle of the sun rays and so many stuff. And also when I'm shooting in outdoors like this, like today for example, yeah, so many factors, lots of factors really. I mean, what's the hardest thing about filming on the road? The hardest thing is like unpredictability. You don't know sometimes what to expect, and sometimes something happens and you have to change the whole plan of filming, especially if you come somewhere, I don't know, and the sun is not in that place, or I don't know, you want to shoot sea lions, you come to the place and there are no sea lions there, you know, and you have to rearrange everything, act very fast, think fast. And I'm really grateful for YouTube and for making this channel, because I taught myself and learned a lot to switch very fast, to quickly take decisions, I mean make decisions and improvise on the scene, on the filming spot. If something is out of the work, out of the way, not functioning, I always know almost at once how can I make it better and how can I change it so it will be pleasing for the wonderful viewer, you guys, to watch. Okay, what's next? That's a cool question. Do you write your scripts for your videos or do they evolve while editing? It's very difficult to say. As I told you before, it's frequently just improvisation. Sometimes I think some of videos I scripted carefully. Of course, this video like this, you see that it's not scripted. In Kintai, for example, last vlog, it wasn't scripted. All of the vlogs that I shooting are not scripted. I might think I visit this place, I visit that place, I visit that museum. I'm going to show you this lake. It's a wonderful seagull crying, cool. And pelicans, I don't know if you have already seen them, also turn to pass by sometimes. Oh, the big pelican right now. I don't know if the camera will catch him. Yeah, that's it. Great big pelican flying in the sky in Chile. So yeah, it's kind of lots of things happening, and you really learn to make decisions. And as for the scripting my videos, it's a little bit of mixture. I think of some things, script them sometimes, but rarely I'm doing that. It's improvisation and everything around it. In different proportions, it can be improvisation 70% and 30% carefully planned. One more time, let's take this Kintai video, 70% improvisation, 30% carefully planning, because I never expected that wonderful gentleman to open his doors of his house for me and to invite me, because I was just passing by, starting showing his house, and then the doors open and he asked me, Kirimirar, do you want to look? Do you want to watch? Do you want to have a glance upon my house? And stuff like that. In museum also, nothing happened, but I didn't know what to expect. And, well, I shot my shots the way I did. So, that's it. What's one shot you've always dreamed of capturing? Actually, I have this one shot in my mind. I'm still thinking of this shot all the time. I don't have equipment for it. It's a shot from drone. When I'm riding on a motorcycle, and the drone following me in the sky. 45-degree angle. The closer the better, but I know there is some traffic. It should be a very expensive DJI drone that has eyes all over the place, that can like elude obstacles on its way if something happens, that's not blind completely. Because I'm using now DJI Neo. It's a small drone that has eyes only in front and downwards, so it cannot see what happens on its sides, what happens above, what happens behind it. So it's very dangerous to launch this drone for this kind of shots. And anyways, it wouldn't be impossible. It would be impossible because my drone can only follow you if you are standing on a spot. It can do some helix spiral around you, some circle, some boomerang, other stuff. It has a sort of following mode, but I think it's underdeveloped. It's not so cool as the other modes. And yeah, the drone we're talking about is like DJI Mavic Pro. I don't know, that costs at least almost $2,000 or $1,500, something like that. I'm not still a specialist in drones, but yeah, one day I hope I will get my hand on this drone and I'll be able to shoot this scene and to put it inside my video. As for the editing process, it's always creative, it's always improvised, mostly. Sometimes it's meticulously planned for certain parts, but again, it's like the video filming. Sometimes I just have a sequence of shots and like I'm solving this puzzle. I think which shot comes after which, how they would be like perceived by viewer in a more pleasing and joyful way, and then I combine them in this manner, and well, yeah, that's how it happens. So we're done with the channel and filmmaking category. Now, next category is travel and life on the road. What was your most emotional travel moment? Lots of places in Chile have inspired me and made me cry. One of the places was Mirador de Porvenir, Mirador sur de Porvenir, something like that. You can find it on one of my in the list of my videos. It's a very beautiful place in Valparaiso. It's like a cliff, big height, huge birds flying, incredible wind, and fantastic ocean of incredible color. And yeah, there you just like something really takes your breath and you are in awe. You have no words to describe it. Machu Picchu in Peru, Machu Picchu Pueblo, the village and its foundation on the mountain. Argentina, Buenos Aires, some places too. When you're walking, like, wow, what incredible city. Yeah, but this Mirador Costero de Porvenir in Valparaiso, for now, I will give it the first place. Though, in exterior, if you look at it like from a distance, you might say, ah, there is nothing special. But no, it's an incredible place. But though, I agree, probably in Chile there are much more beautiful places than this one. I just haven't visited them. I just haven't visited them yet. What country has surprised you the most and why? Let's not talk about the United States, where I've never been, and Europe. Also, let's talk about Latin America. Evgeny's Heartbeat is in Latin America. What country surprised me and why? Mostly, right? Well, Chile, I believe, yeah. And surprised me by its beauty. If I would pick one word, it's fantastic here. It's very exotic. It's a combination of nature and European culture mixed in such a fantastic way that I have never seen anything like it anywhere else. And I'm so privileged to live by the sea, by the ocean. I always dreamt of it, and like it's a dream come true, really. Living here is joy and the gift of life, and I appreciate that. And you should too, if you live in such a beautiful place too. What do you want to go next? I mean, I'm sorry, where do you want to go next and why? Yeah, I have a list of countries I want to visit. Colombia would be cool, Bolivia too. If you guys would write me in the comment section for this video, where would you like me to go and where to shoot? Mexico, of course. Aztec culture, I think it would be great. I like showed you the part of what's the culture called in Cusco in Peru? Jesus, I forgot. I can't believe it. What's the culture of Cusco in Peru? Inca gods, Inca culture. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, Inca culture, cool. Aztec culture probably also cool too, and interesting to explore. It's like exploring the world with you and reflecting upon it is great. So actually, I would love to visit countries of Latin and Central America. The more the better. So, let's leave the motorcycle question for another day. About me and my story. You're also a trained actor. How does acting influence your YouTube work? Well, that's a cool question. Yeah, acting helps me a lot. Before, I always was like in front of the camera. Now I'm also behind it. And now working primarily, I guess now more as the director, producer of my own content, having this Evgeny's Hobby production, first of all, and only then, like participating as an actor in my own videos as a second thing, though it's kind of connected and you can't separate one thing from another. I think, how does acting influence your YouTube work? It helps a lot. And I start understanding acting better. I'm always in a good shape and form now, of course, because I'm shooting videos all the time, almost 7 days a week. Of course, not literally, but yeah, I shoot, I film a lot, really, guys. You can see that. Almost without exception, each week, one video, with some exceptions like Kintai video, where it really takes like 2 whole videos, 2 whole weeks to produce such a great content. And yeah, acting helps a lot. If I just try to understand, just try to imagine if I were to start the whole YouTube channel without knowing anything, well, it would take like many more years to achieve it, the same level of production quality, because at least I'm not worrying about myself being in the frame. I know that I'm doing everything right and everything's gonna be cool from my part as an actor, from the part of director, and I have to recheck everything behind the scenes, what I filmed, what I could adjust, improve, and make better. So, that's the answer. What's one life lesson you've learned on this journey? Well, on this journey of Evgeny's Hobby YouTube channel. I haven't thought about that, but, well, the life lesson, well, yeah, that I made the right decision opening this channel. Though it's, I know it's still sunny, though it's still like doesn't get me any money. I'm not receiving any from my channel so far. I hope I'll get monetized one day, but still I'm doing it out of love and out of my passion. First of all, I think it's the secret sauce. If you passionately do something that you love, people will appreciate that and will value it. And I think it's the most important. Money always like a side effect. It's something that goes like indirectly when you do something creative like this. And I think that's the most important part here. Now, what's one part of your past that still shapes your work today? Well, very hard to say. Every cell of my organism, every part of mine have influence upon me. My work as a lawyer helps me a lot these days, because lawyer, who is a lawyer? Is a disciplined person, professional at work, sophisticated and meticulous in what he's doing. And this approach I try to apply in this creative journey on YouTube. And my acting part, well, that was the question before. I think I answered pretty profoundly. And well, everything actually, I try to explore and use every single thing that I am encountering upon my way in life, and everything is useful. Even bad things happening to you in your life, you can always take good lessons from them, at least so as not to repeat the same mistakes. One of my friends used to tell me, he said once that his grandmother or his mother told him that nobody is my enemy and nobody is my friend in life. Each and every single person I meet is my teacher. Well, I strongly believe in friends and enemies. I do believe there are enemies and friends in life. I have had them both. Gladly, enemies, very little, but there were. Friends, yeah, I have them and always have had, and those are wonderful people. But I agree with the part that every person is your teacher. Yeah, it's just depending how you look upon it. A person can harm you, can do something really bad to you, but you can really perceive this person as your teacher. See it more philosophically. Let go of the bad thing that he did to you and take this knowledge that you took from this bad situation and apply it in a better way, at least so as not to let this similar situation happen to you one more time with new people that you're going to encounter along the way. And that's very important. And also, if you can gain some wisdom from this, it's also cool and very practical and wise in life. What would your younger self think of your life now? My younger self would be shocked of my life now. My younger self would never believe and think that I could actually possibly happen to end up in Chile in my 30s. It would be crazy that I would become an actor, that I'll become a YouTuber. It's a crazy thing, really. My younger self would be crazy and would tell me, I can't believe you're doing this, man. It's insane, but it's cool. Yeah. What's one place that made you cry? I think I have already answered this question. Well, as I told you, there are some repetitions somehow, some way. Yeah, that place, I'm sure, well, to lots of you guys, maybe this place wouldn't surprise you that much as it did to me. Everything is personal. Maybe I wasn't in such a blue state of mind, kind of, not depression, but just melancholic. And this Mirador Costero de Porvenir en Valparaíso was fantastic. Machu Picchu, fantastic. Dunas of Cancun in Chile, fantastic. Almost, well, yeah, not more than several beaches almost made me cry here in Chile when I saw the beauty. Absolutely fantastic place where your jaw drops like this. The place, it's a Mirador in Laguna Verde. It's like a hill, very big cliff there, well, 20 kilometers from here, where you are like standing and see the playa, Laguna Verde beach. It's a green lagoon, means in Spanish. And the view from there, it's incredible. I actually plan to shoot a video there, a little short film. It's a little secret now, but I need a little warmer weather for this. It's kind of cold. We have winter now in Chile, though it might seem like sunny. Now it's like, I don't know, 12, 13 degrees today. Well, in the sun probably 15 degrees Celsius, but still it's kind of cold. You can see that's why I have this turtleneck and even this like additional layer of warm clothes upon me. If your life had a soundtrack, what would be track number one? I'm a fan of music, especially of good music. And there is one track that I been listening repeatedly for the last, 5 years maybe. It's the song called Paradise by the band Wild Nothing. Paradise, Wild Nothing. Check this out. It has certain dramatism in it. It's very melancholic and it has such a cool vibe that I can actually endlessly listen to it all day long. Do you ever get lonely while creating all this alone? Yeah, YouTube can be a scary and lonely place. It is in many ways. But you know, not really, like sometimes, like in Kintai video, in Video La Playa Bar Valparaíso, in Machu Picchu, where the guide was talking for through whole 20 minutes. When I'm taking interview, so I'm surrounded by other people, I communicating with them, and in this moments I don't feel myself alone. I feel myself connected with other people. I'm so glad that they are a part of this process, and my very dear friend Kirill, man, if you're watching this video, I really appreciate that. He told me just, you told me just a few days ago that you like that part where I'm taking interview of people because it gives so much life to the video. When you're showing the life of other ordinary people, how they live, how they behave, it's like becoming sort of a documentary style. And there's documentary detail to my videos. It's so cool. And yeah, there are moments, I mean, yeah, when you're working on editing process, or just like now I'm sitting here on this rock alone, but even now I'm speaking to you and I actually feel this connection with you guys right now. I know that some of you guys will watch this video. Yeah, probably this video won't get any views. I mean, not a lot of views, but it's not destined to. I mean, it was never designed to get some views or new subscribers, though it would be great, of course. I appreciate every new viewer, every new subscriber. I value, guys, all of you. But I mean, this like internal video for people who watch this channel and would love to get some new information about me. That's it. Oh, I don't want to answer this question. It's very complicated. If you could time travel to any moment in history with your camera, where would you go? Yeah, the problem is that what complicates this question is that with my camera, with my equipment, I can do so many things now with so little stuff. This tiny microphone now has the quality of insanely expensive microphone. Something that unimaginable, that would be unimaginable just, I don't know, 20 years ago. Oh, I don't know. Something epic. Revolution in France, maybe. Some epic parts of it. the signing of Declaration of Independence, the 4th of July, 1776 in the United States. Yeah, signing some important documents. Yeah, that's what I want. Buildings, how they construct, it's cool, but to see the faces of people in the moment of doing something great and they realizing they're doing something great. So the moments of people documenting something like signing the Constitution or declaration of like a document that will be in foundation of the country, of the new regime, democratic one, for example, leaving behind the tyranny and going straight to democracy, and watching and observing the faces of people and how they're shining in the moments when they are aware of that they have achieved some really great things, some memorable things, and take interview from them. Well, that would be fantastic. To talk with Thomas Jefferson and really have conversation with him upon freedom, liberty, brotherhood, every element important to modern democratic system, and to shoot it on camera, well, that would be insane. That's what I would love to do. And guys, the last question for today, it's a pretty long video now. What do you hope people feel after watching your videos? That's the best question, and I left it for the end of this video. I've been thinking about this question for so long, for months and months, while developing my style. I always would ask myself what I want my audience to feel after watching my videos, what the aftertaste you would get, what I want, what the kind of aftertaste I want you to have after watching my videos. I want you to feel happy. I want you to feel positively energized. I want you to feel that you are in a good mental shape, in a great state of mind. I want you to enjoy the beauty of this world, the nature, the things that really matter. Really just want to give you my positive vibes. Evgeny's heartbeat. I want you to feel the heartbeat of my own self. I want you to get back from work, relax upon sofa, prepare yourself a cup of coffee or tea, relax, lean back, turn my video on YouTube on the big screen, in 4K, great sound, 5.1 Dolby surround system, and after watching, just really enjoy, maybe cry even in some parts of my videos. They can produce that and say, well, what one hell of a video I just watched. It's so great. This guy, I mean, he knows what he's doing. He's living his life the way he wants. He's pursuing what he is dreaming about. I should do that too. Or maybe I'm already doing that and I'm supporting him. Because guys, I am really like supporting all of you in all of your beginnings, and if you're struggling with something, if you actually want to ask my advice upon starting new things, or anything actually, I would lovely record the second part of Q&A section here, and would love to answer all of your questions. It was a wonderful journey, and I want you just to feel happy. After watching my videos, I want you to feel a little, just 1% happier than you were before. If I managed to fulfill this mission, I'm happy. I mean, I did a good job. And I also want you to be inspired. Yeah, I want my videos to inspire you in the most creative way. So for example, you watch this video and you think, well, if this guy can do that, well, he started with a phone that cost $100. Watch my first video. I started my YouTube channel without microphone and with a phone camera that costed $100. It's nothing. And so I didn't wait for the right moment to come. I just made a decision and decided to pursue my dream. And I advise you to do the same. And I'm absolutely rooting for you guys, and I'm sure you'll be able to do everything you possibly can. You'll be able to do everything you wish for. It's so achievable, not only desirable, it's possible and manageable. I won't tell you that only takes to want something. No, it's not sufficient. Action. Action is what it takes. And also taking actions like makes all your doubts disappear. That's what I want you to do. So guys, thank you for watching this extremely long video of me answering your questions. It was really interesting and deep for me. I like it a lot. Thank you so much, guys, especially for you who watched this video till the end. And well, of course, I'll have some time codes for each and every question I asked, just to facilitate the process of watching. Maybe some of you would love to hear my answers to specific questions, not all these like interview kind of thing that happened. But yeah, thank you one more time for watching this video. I love you all. If you like this video, you can subscribe to the channel, hit thumbs up, comment, and I'll be waiting for you on our next video journey together next week. Love you all, and thank you for staying here. My heartbeat is always with you. And from Chile, with love.